Hey guys, and welcome back to the next episode of Lost Gaming. We are here to take another attempt at the Parasite Dragon. For you guys, this will be the second attempt that you're seeing me do. For me, this is like my 6th try. Yeah, it hasn't been going so well, so I kinda went a little over the top with, leveling up. So as you can see, that now we're actually a little bit more prepared. So this is going a whole lot better, and as you can kind of tell, I went a little over the top with everything. I mean, I can't deal with it. I just couldn't deal with it anymore, and I just went a little over the top with what I needed for the team. It's just, this Parasite Dragon is tough. Like, it is hands down stronger than Scathe. Easily. I think I've learned my lesson, but I am trying my absolute hardest to make sure that I win this time. I am just absolutely beyond annoyed with this fight, so I've gone a little overboard. But you know what? Sometimes that's what you got to do. Because I sure don't want to have to sit through this another fight one more time. I mean, one of the things that makes him so difficult is that, besides being able to one-shot people, is that he has magic tolerance. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but with magic tolerance, he can ignore spells. So where you normally might have someone like Mistral or Ill really just nuke him as a mage, yeah, this is a fight where you can't do that. He is just a tank that's, you have just got to hit with everything you can. See, he's finally starting to get down. There should be. There it is. That's what we wanted to see. And because of how long this has taken, I am definitely going to let it all play out. Boom. And with that, you get. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. But I will go ahead and equip it, because screw him. As you can see, this is probably the best weapon that you can get right now. It's definitely right, and it is just so much easier.
This monster turned the airship into a living creature.
Not sure how he came to that conclusion, but whatever. If that's what he says, then okay. And since this has been a lot shorter because of what it was going to be, we're going to do something that I've never actually completed on my own before. We're going to do the Zeit statue challenge. what this is it's essentially just a time run. You have to start with part A as chronicling, and then you can pick some other words. As long as you are in infection, the best words to use are chronicling, pagan, sunny demon. This gives you a pretty quick field to run through. I've seen a lot of people say that they were getting times of about a minute 52, minute 54. And since it's a low level field, it's not really, but we are going to ignore that. If I can find, of course I ran right past it. Where are you? Come on. There it is. So the thing that you've got to try to do through here is find your way through the dungeon with as few monster fights as possible.
Bloody egg! Bloody egg!
So far, so good. We might actually be able to break the time.
Bloody egg!
Yes, this is actually looking very good so far. Now, the reason I say that this is the best one in infection is if you try to use this in any of the other games, it won't work. The dungeon has more floors, and actually it might not be the same across all versions. I want to say that I had originally read that this was like a 3 or 4 floor dungeon. It actually looks like it is, but in some of them it's a bigger dungeon. You have to go through more fights. But we've got first place, which gives us all of the time equipment. And so with that, I'll just go ahead and kind of show those off. And we'll show off some of the other stuff in just a little bit since we've got some extra time. But the time blades, accuracy of 99, evasion of 85, but attack power goes way down. As you can see, it's got no bonus to attack, but accuracy and evasion are. But what's really great about these, Updo. This is the speed charm spell. It is on all of the time equipment. As far as I'm aware, you don't get anything for equipping all of the time equipment. Let's just find out, just cause this is the first time I've ever actually done this. Okay, so we've got all the time equipment on the kite. Now let's take a look in his skills. Nope, you get nothing extra for equipping all of that. But I mean, it's the accuracy is really great, the evasion's really great. Being able to cast the op spell whenever you want, I mean, it's just really nice. It's not really all that necessary, and it's not even necessary at all for the item completion quest later on. But for the most part, it's just good equipment to have for certain moments. So before we go, I'm going to show off some of the other stuff that is in this game. Just some things that, like rare equipment, just show you what they do and what they look like. So the first thing that we're going to do is, since we're just heading to a random field, we are going to equip. First I'm going to put back on. I'll just show this off. Well, you saw it in the before. We're going to equip all of our goblin equipment that we have gotten from the... And you saw right there, when I equipped the last one, I got a new skill. Summon a giant goblin. You can only get this after you have gotten all of the goblin equipment. Ah, sounds like something's chasing me. You will be good to try out this. So as you can see, 25 SP, and just summons a giant goblin. Ooh, but you see, he had magic tolerance, so you couldn't really do anything to him. So let's get some of these things defeated, so I can just pick the next thing I want to hit. Come on, just go ahead and die. Here we go. Alright, so the next thing to show off is this is gotten in the same dungeon that you get the Kaguyuzen, which is what I've been using as my equipment for a very long time. The Rusty Nails. This is a very weird weapon. -10 to attack power, +30 to accuracy. Generally, this would be considered a bad thing, because you don't really get too many skills from it. Melee is not bad. It can charm some enemies, so it can be really helpful at certain times, but I mean, overall, it's just, it appears to be something that's not really all that useful. You can see it kinda, I mean, it's got a nice little light effect to it, so it looks pretty good. Go in, of course, one time I want you to actually give me a monster to fight, you don't. Okay, so let's head on over here. Here we go. As you can see, you're doing almost no damage. This is definitely not something you'd normally want to do. I mean, with the Saber Dance, we did some more damage. But that's actually a good thing if you're trying to find certain items that can only be found by data draining monsters. What do I mean by that? After a while, you will get to the point where you will beat monsters faster than Protect Break will show up. Protect Break is something that's set, and some monsters that contain rare equipment, you'll hit too hard and you'll just kill them too fast. That's where this comes in. You put that on, and you can hit the enemies and take them out. So next I'll show off the Soul Blades. I think you guys saw where I ran that dungeon. I can't remember or not, but it's got the skill drain ability. So every so often it will just drain SP from a monster. The design on it is a little bit cooler. It's got the nice little behind it as well, so not bad. And I guess while I'm got it kind of zoomed in, we'll take a look at all the rare equipment that I've got on here. So we'll take a little closer look at the Rusty Nails. Not bad, not bad. Take a look at the Time Blades. This is actually probably my favorite design for a weapon. It just really looks cool to me. We've got our Boombayi. which just looks very evil. I mean, this looks like a weapon meant to be scary and hurt people. And then you don't really see much of a difference between Boombayee and that one, do you? But overall, I mean, it's just, this is what I'll be using for quite some time going forward. If we find something when we start mutation that's a little bit better through trades or something, we might go for that. And I suppose the last thing that I will do before, just make sure everybody's on the same page, and if somebody hasn't played before, they've got the idea of where to get all of these things. I'll actually just go ahead and show off the fields just so that you guys can see where they are and know where to find them. Okay, so if you want these 3 keywords are only found in Liminality, though you can easily find them on the internet now. If you go to Delta Hideous, Organ Market, Scaffold, this is a hidden keyword that will take you to find the rare item, the Ice Bar. If I remember correctly, it's meant for a trade, but I can't be quite certain about that. If you want the Rusty Nails and the Kageyuzen, which I highly recommend, they're not necessarily for item completion, but they're very nice to help for that purpose. But you have to go to Voluptuous, Her, Remnant. And then the last one you have to go to Theta Server for. I'm not going to waste our time by doing that, but you have to go to Theta Dog Dancing. Where is it? Passionate Tripansy. But remember, that's only on Theta Server. That gets you the Soul Blades and the Ceramic Helm. I think you all saw me do that one, so it's not as important a thing since that's actually in one of the videos that I uploaded, but I wanted to make sure that all 3 of these were up here. Now, in the Japanese version of .hack Infection, there is a thing called Parody Mode. After beating the game, it will give you .hack with funny dialogue. It is only in the Japanese version. You can't access it in the North American or PAL versions. But if you happen to have a Japanese version and you can understand Japanese, or there's a patch out there that I'm not aware of, something that's unique to Japan that is pretty cool if you can track it down. But with that, we're almost at 20 minutes, so it's not as long an episode as I would have liked. But we were just kind of doing the cleanup before we headed into mutation. So we'll answer the last emails that we've got. There's just a little chain of conversation with Sanjuro about how he likes movies, Mifune in particular. He said he wanted that sake vase, it's called a Tokuri. Again, apologize for butchering that. That's just really weird, P-Rose. I don't even know what to say to that. Well, anyway, that is all of .hack infection. So, next time I will see you at the start of .hack mutation, where we'll be using our data flag to import, and we will be rolling on with the game. I'll see you